Guys, today we're fixing a lawnmower that I think has bad gas and a combination of dirty carburetor. The symptoms of bad gas, dirty carburetor, you know, you can fire some starting fluid in the carburetor and it'll start, but it'll immediately, you know, shut down, bog down, all that good stuff. So let's get it back together and see what we got. So what I did was plug your spark plug boot so that the motor doesn't accidentally start when you're working on it. I drained the gas already. What I did was I used funnels because I just didn't have a hose going into this gas container, dirty one. And what you want to do is you want to get under here, you want to find the fuel line that comes from your carburetor back here into your fuel tank. Delivers the gas from the fuel tank to the carburetor. You want to get a pair of pliers, pull this back, and only when you're ready to put a funnel underneath it here, you pull this out and drain it. Once you drain it, come over to your airbox. There's my Briggs and Stratton lawnmower motor is 3 bolts right here, 5/16. Get them out, and then this pulls out, and you'll have access to your carburetor. Guys, I got all 3 bolts out. This just lifts out, just like that. Here's my dirty carburetor right here. I'm gonna get this out, and then I'm gonna clean it. Guys, in order to get this carburetor out, you want to pull the fuel hose off. Again, you know, get a pair of pliers and get this clamp back, pull it out. No fuel should be spilling out of this as it comes in from the top to go down to the fuel bowl, carburetor bowl over here. Then you got, guys, there's 2 bolts holding this on, one right there and one right there. And you need to get this little spring off at the top right here before this will actually fully pull out. And this little bracket at the top right here. Just get that out. And then the carburetor will pull out. So guys, here's our carburetor come out. It's way dirty. I want to get the fuel bowl out so I can empty any kind of junk that's in here. So I'm going to clean this off, and then I should see the access screws to get the bowl out. So guys, it's now clean, and there are no screws holding the bowl down. It's the bolt. So get that undone, get your fuel bowl out, and get that clean. What I'm using is carb and choke cleaner. There you go. Got that bowl off. There's your carb fluid right there. Got the bowl off. And I'm going to spray this out again. Looks relatively in good shape. Bowl is nice and clear now after I dumped everything, so let's get it sprayed. You can go for a liberal amount as well. Guys, I do sell rebuild kits for this, like gaskets to float, the bowl. This was relatively clean, and I just want to get my lawnmower working because I want to get my backyard mowed. Or I would have bought a rebuild kit. But this is, make sure it goes in dry, make sure this dries out. So I've been drying it, letting it air dry. Bowl's nice and clean now. Even the plug for the bowl is nice and clean. So I'm gonna put this back together, and then I'm gonna get it reinstalled, and we're gonna go from there and see if the lawnmower fires up. Carb is back in. Time to reconnect the fuel hose. Something like that. Clamp this down. There you go. Let's get the air mount back on into place. There we go. And then get the 3 bolts back in here. 1, 2, and 3. Next step, once everything else is back on, make sure your air filter is clean, which mine is clearly not. I'll have to get a new one, but nothing I can do now. And get it installed. You gotta just push it into place, and this screw gets just, you know, tightened in there. And plug your spark plug boot back in. Give yourself some spark. That's it. Last step is to put gas in here, and let's see if we can crank her up. When you're filling this up, just make sure you're looking down here, making sure nothing is spilling, just to make sure you did everything correct. Nothing is spilling on mine, so I'm going to keep filling her up. Put your gas cap back on, and let's fire her up. She's back. If you guys liked the video, subscribe and like, and share the video. Thanks guys, until next time.